Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Samantha Hildebrandt. I am a type 1 diabetic as of February 18th, 2021. And today I want to talk about the upcoming holidays because next week is Thanksgiving, which is absolutely crazy. And then Christmas, if you celebrate Christmas, is a few weeks away as well. And that can bring a lot of stress amongst type 1 diabetics. So let's go ahead and dive deep. So Thanksgiving is coming up and it is not the most friendly type 1 diabetes meal. As you know, there are a lot of carbs associated with Thanksgiving meals. I mean, there's the stuffing, there's the mashed potatoes, there's the sweet potatoes, there's the pie. There's so many things that have a lot of carbs, and it makes it very challenging for us to eat freely and have fun, during Thanksgiving, because I don't know, if you're anything like me, it does stress me out a little bit because I'm like, okay, well, I'm going to be eating a biscuit. I'm going to be eating that's like 100 plus carbs. And it's very, very stressful when you have to manually give yourself insulin and plan out when all of these certain foods will be hitting your blood sugars. So it is a challenging holiday to celebrate with your family and friends. So the first thing I want to say is just have a little grace with yourself this Thanksgiving. We deserve to celebrate it the same way as everybody else, and we deserve to enjoy it the same way as everybody else. And give yourself grace. Enjoy the food for one day. Enjoy all of the carbs for one day. And if your blood sugars happen to go high for one day, it's okay. You will be okay. So enjoy it. Enjoy the fact that you get to eat all these carbs and you get to celebrate with your family and you get to eat the delicious food this day for this Thanksgiving holiday. So just give yourself a little grace if your blood sugars do happen to go to 200, 250, even 300, and make sure to just correct it if that happens, right? Like, okay, if your blood sugar starts to go to 300, maybe ask your family member if they want to go for a walk. Take a little bit more insulin, go for a 30-minute walk, enjoy the cool breeze of the Thanksgiving day, and get your blood sugar to come back down. But do not stress too much about your blood sugar going crazy on a Thanksgiving, because you deserve to celebrate the same way as everybody else, and you deserve to eat all the carbs and everything like that. So have a wonderful Thanksgiving and enjoy eating as many carbs as you want. The other tip I have for you on this Thanksgiving is to make sure to eat the turkey or whatever meat that you have there. If you are a meat eater, make sure to eat the meat first. So make sure to eat the turkey first, because one, that's protein, which will absolutely help with the carb management. Don't just go eating all the carbs, because that will for sure spike your blood sugar. And like I said before, obviously eat the carbs, but you also need to be eating the protein, and the turkey is good. Obviously, I know it's like the worst part of a Thanksgiving meal, but it is still crucial to help manage our blood sugars. So absolutely eat the protein. And then second is definitely eat the pie. For sure, eat the pie. If you're a pie person, do it. I am a key lime pie person, so we always get key lime pie on Thanksgiving, but my husband loves apple pie, so we always have all these pies. And of course, I'm going to eat it because I love it. But my tip here is make sure to eat it with your meal. So rather than waiting like a few hours afterwards to eat your pie, eat it with the meal and take the insulin for the pie with your food, because that will also help manage all of that. With the protein and the carbs and the sugars, it will all help manage it together versus like separating it all over a few hours, which once again, if that's just how it's all working, that's fine. You can eat the pie later on. I'm just saying, in terms of managing your blood sugars, it might be easier to eat the pie with your protein, because let's just do whatever we can to manage our blood sugars better, right? I actually had a Friendsgiving last weekend, which was super, super fun with all of my friends. And one challenge that I have specifically, aside from type 1 diabetes, is I'm also gluten-free, which Thanksgiving is not an easy holiday for that, obviously for type 1s or for people that are gluten-free. And so it was a little challenging. Thankfully, I have another friend who is gluten-free. She's actually celiac. She's full-blown gluten-free. And thankfully our friends did make a few gluten-free options for us, which was super, super kind. They didn't have to do that, but they did. So that was really nice. And so we did have options to eat. I mean, I was able to eat the turkey, a salad, biscuits, stuffing. So I had basically the full blown Thanksgiving meal and pie. I had pie too, gluten-free pie. So that was super, super nice. But my blood sugars did go up afterwards because I had, oh my gosh, I don't even remember how many carbs it was, but I had a lot of carbs because I ate a biscuit, I had pie, and I had stuffing. Oh, and then I had like a green bean casserole that had like gluten-free croutons in it. And so I had a lot of carbs. And so I thought I took enough insulin, but you know, you never really know with these types of foods when they're going to hit you. And so it hit me like 2 hours later. And I did go up to, I think like, it wasn't too bad actually. I went up to like 200 maybe, but thankfully I was able to go for a walk, which brought it back down after I took some more insulin. And so it all turned out fine. I was a little stressed because I just wanted to have fun with my friends and not have to worry about that, but it's life of a diabetic. And so we left and I went for a walk and it was all okay. But that is one thing about type 1 diabetes that is super annoying. And maybe you're better at that than me, but I do not like being above 200. I just do not. It really screws up my mental capacity. And I can't have fun if my blood sugar is 200 or above. I just can't. I get very upset and I get really mad and I'm like, I have to go fix this. And I know not a lot of diabetics are like that. They just kind of take their insulin and move on and still have fun, where I can't. And that's one challenge that I absolutely have. So that's one reason I say, make sure to have grace with yourself, because I need to do that also. I need to learn to be like, okay, like I did just eat a ton of carbs. It's okay if my blood sugar goes to 200 for an hour. Like it's okay. It's okay if that happens. And so just remember that this Thanksgiving is just try to enjoy yourself. And if you can't go for a walk or a run or whatever it is, like go ahead and do that so you can bring your blood sugar back down so you don't have to worry like me, because I worry all the time. And so that's just another thing. But if you're celiac, I am so sorry, because I know this is such a challenging holiday for celiacs as well, because I know a lot of type 1s are also celiac. So if that's you, I'm sorry that you have to deal with this. And I hope your family is super kind and makes gluten-free options. Sometimes it is nice though, because not everything will be gluten-free. So you do eat less carbs, sort of, because you have to, because there's no gluten-free options. So sometimes it is sort of nice. I mean, it's annoying, but sort of nice at the same time. So if you're celiac, I hope that you have some kind family members that will make you gluten-free meal. I was actually just talking to my cousin yesterday because she's also gluten-free. She's gluten-free and dairy-free because she has a lot of thyroid issues. And we were laughing because we're both like, well, Thanksgiving's coming up, but like, it's not really the best. It's not the best holiday for us. So if that's you, I hope that you have some family members that will make you gluten-free meals so you can enjoy your Thanksgiving. And then last but not least, if you have family members that are not super supportive during this time, I'm sorry. First off, I'm sorry that they're not supportive. Not all family members, unfortunately, some of them just don't understand what we go through, and it's very frustrating. And if you have family members like that, because of course Thanksgiving is a family event, and some people don't understand that, one, we can eat whatever we want, and two, our blood sugars might go high and we might have to go for a walk or something after. A lot of families don't understand that, and you might get some ignorant comments from your family saying, can you eat that biscuit? Or are you sure you should have a second slice of pie? Or what about that stuffing that has a lot of carbs in it? You might get some comments like that. And unfortunately, there's not much we can do about it other than educate them. And if you're somebody that's willing to educate, I strongly suggest to do that, because they need to know that we have type 1 diabetes, which means we can eat anything we want. We just have to take insulin for it. And some people just don't get it. And I hate it. I hate that people don't understand what type 1 diabetes means. And it's super, super frustrating. And so if that happens to you, I am so, so sorry. But one thing I would recommend is maybe just pre-planning some responses to those comments, because if they say it and you're not prepared, if you're anything like me, I am a back talker. Is that the right word? I talk back usually, and it's not a good thing. So if somebody says something rude to me, I will say something rude back, and that's not good. So it's something I'm working on. And so I would recommend thinking of a comment back to them that is appropriate and explains to them what type 1 diabetes is, but in a nice way. Because sometimes, even though they're rude comments that we receive from people, it's because they have lack of knowledge. They don't understand. And while that's super, super annoying, we have to also respect the fact that they don't understand and be nice about it. And so if somebody says those rude comments to you, you can say, thanks for that, but I actually can eat any of this food. I have insulin, so my insulin will cover it. Just like you have insulin, mine's just manual and I have to manually take it, but you also have insulin that covers this food. And so kind of explaining that to them and how that works is unfortunate that we have to do it, but also necessary because people need to know what type 1 diabetes is and how it works. And then if you do later on have to go for a walk or whatever it is to bring your blood sugar down, which I'm pretty positive that will already happen to me. I feel like I'm always going for walks because my blood sugar starts to go high. It's sometimes hard when you're with a family and like you're all doing something. Like let's say you're watching football or you're playing a game and your blood sugar starts to go high. It's hard to be like, oh, I gotta leave and go for a walk, or I gotta go do something to bring my blood sugar down. I don't know if you're like me, that's like what goes through my head. I'm like, oh crap, I'm in the middle of this game. My blood sugar is 180 and it's going up and I need to do something about bringing it back down. Well, I'm giving you the power to just leave and go for a walk if you have to. If you have to do it alone, whatever. Hopefully you have a family member that is super kind and will go for a walk with you to help you bring down your blood sugar. But anyway, Thanksgiving is a challenge. I think Thanksgiving is a little bit harder than Christmas personally, just because there is a lot more carb-loaded foods. But Christmas or just any holiday event that you attend is also challenging because there's a lot of alcohol involved. There's a lot of just food involved. There's a lot of desserts involved. There's a lot of rude family members involved. And it's a challenge. It really is a challenge. So I just want you to remember that you're not alone here. There are so many other type 1s going through the same thing during this holiday season. And if you need anyone to talk to, please reach out to me. I actually had a lovely lady reach out to me the other day and just asked me a question about type 1. And I am so happy she did that because like I said, like my passion is helping all of you and helping myself at the same time. And please reach out to me if you have a question or struggle with something because I want to help. I'm here to help. And so just remember you're not alone. And second, remember you can eat anything you want. Just cover it with insulin. And then third is just exercise too. Like go do what you got to do to manage your blood sugars. If you got to keep it down, if you're running low, eat that piece of pie, whatever it is, like just have fun this holiday season. Don't stress too much. And if you happen to have a rude family member, say, screw you. No, I'm just kidding. Don't say that. Just tell them what's up. Tell them what type 1 diabetes is and tell them that actually we're normal. We're normal humans. We just don't have a working pancreas. That's it. So I really hope that you have a wonderful, wonderful Thanksgiving here in a few days. And just also a reminder that I am taking a break in December for the holidays because I want to spend time with my family. And so we only have, oh gosh, I don't even know, like 2 more videos until the new year. 2 more podcasts until the new year. So I hope that you all have a wonderful, wonderful holiday, and make sure to check out type1tribe.com for all of your holiday gifts. And I will see you guys next week. Have a wonderful Thanksgiving. Bye.